Yeah, upgrading the nose fork on the 182 from the standard duty to the heavy duty. First things first, take this thing all apart, clean it up, and get everything ready for the conversion. So I pulled it off the firewall completely. This is the entire strut tube. And it's, yeah, it was a little messy doing this, so I didn't film the process, although that probably would have made for some good footage. Okay, so here's the original standard nose fork off my 182. I took the entire shock strut off the airplane. There was a bolt that went through here on the casting, mounted the firewall, and then there was another casting that went around the bottom of the strut tube. This is the collar. These are the famous shims, often not tight enough, and what contributes to nose wheel shimmy or play. Truth is, everything in this entire system can add to nose wheel shimmy, so everything's got to be just right. Trying to remove the inner tube from the outer tube. There's a little clip in there that I need to remove, and then this thing should pop out with all the seals and packings and O-rings, and yeah, let's try it. So there's that retaining ring. You can see where it's split. I need to separate that and try to pull this thing apart. Okay, so I'm remembering now, there's that tiny hole right there. And if I could get a punch or something in there, I should be able to pop that retaining ring out. I might need to line up the notch so it's over here, but I think that's the key to this whole thing. I don't know if you can see that. I managed to get the lock ring out of the groove, and I got a little just tool holding it out there. I happened to smash my finger in the process, so I had to take a little break, but let me see if I can get the rest of this lock ring out. All right, now I should just be able to separate this whole thing. There it is. Here's the stack up. I got the lock ring. Looks like a retaining washer of some sort. Bushing. Here's the O-ring that keeps the seal in. And then an upper bushing. It's coming apart nicely. Got O-ring, wiper, washer, lock ring. I got another lock ring up here I got to get off. Not much I really need to do. Disassembly wise, all that's going to get cleaned up, repainted. Make sure I tape off the bearing surfaces. Oh, one thing I got to do next actually is remove the plug in there. So this bolt come out, and there's a plug and a metering pin in there. Probably can't see because it's dark. Let's work on that. Just a quick comparison, looking at the old fork next to the new one. Everything looks like it should work out. The strut tubes are the same length. This collar and locker will transfer over to this side. I'm gonna need to take that with the wiper and the O-ring, and that's gonna go over here. There's a plug inside there. That's gonna have to go in there. That's the fun I'm about to have. All right, this strut's pretty much stripped down. I got the collar off. I got all the hardware out for the plug. I just need to get that plug out. I got it soaked with some penetrating oil, and I got this block. I'm gonna try to pound it out that way because there's no corrosion that way. But if I can't pound it that way because there's a metering tube in there, and I don't want to destroy that. All right, so the metering pins seem to move pretty easy, but I need a longer dowel. So let's see. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, pretty cool. Here are all the parts that I'm gonna need to put this thing back together. Time to get to it. I guess let the overhaul begin. In the meantime, I'm gonna go deal with this finger. All right, first things first, cleaned up all the parts. Now I'm gonna prep them for paint. So I'm gonna go strip all this stuff, make it pretty, hopefully get everything painted and primered today. Let's get to it. All right, this thing's ready to get bead blasted. It's annoying how much prep went into just to get this far, but it's all about the prep if you want it to come out nice. Still need to prep this one here. Mainly just taping it off so that the bearings don't get glass beads in them. All right, into the cabinet we go. All right, there's what it looks like after being stripped and blasted. And this, folks, is why I can never make money as a mechanic. I spend way too much time trying to make things as good as I can.